Okay, welcome back YouTube. We're picking up from where we left off in the last video. Exploring the main campaign in the original Frostpunk. Sort of because I was trying to decide what game to play and realized that Frostpunk 2 is going to come out for me on this upcoming Friday. This video, at the earliest, will probably go up that Friday. It may be up on Saturday if the Path of Exile final video actually gets produced by Thursday. Because right now that one's just waiting on the after action report, so it's whether or not I can get enough done as far as leveling that build by Thursday. And if it's not leveled by Thursday for the after action report, then the first video this will go up on Thursday, or vice versa, this will go up on Friday. But either way, if you're on YouTube and you're hearing this, you probably know which way that's gone by then, because that's in the future for me. I think the Path of Exile build is like 74 now, so I want to have to get to 80 before doing the after action report. And yeah, so this is Frostpunk. We're sort of slow burning along. We've got excess coal right now. The thing we're working on trying to build production of is food production. We're actually a little behind with food production. And I suppose we were, for a while, we were behind on healthcare. So healthcare should start very rapidly recovering, simply because the world has warmed up, right? The world's warmed up, so as our patients recover because they're no longer getting sick, then we'll get more productivity out of them. Middle of the night, ideal time to start building, because all the workers coming off the day jobs will go do their night jobs. We're not doing any child labor, otherwise the children start going building as well. But up until now, the base scenario doesn't really require you to do children labor, so I haven't done any child labor. Okay, so that's the second steam core. I'm gonna have them take that steam core back to base because we've already got the second set of scouts out. And then I'm gonna redirect the spare set of scouts to the next thing we're exploring. No, you go back to town. Got everyone housed. We'd like healthcare to catch up with the healthcare needs, but it should be able to do that shortly. A couple more days. And take advantage of the warm period here. We did go emergency shift, extended shift. We haven't had anyone die to emergency shift because I've been following the rule of thumb that as long as after the first time you do it, there's a chance that a character can die if they're doing emergency shift in buildings. I have done emergency shift more than once, but I've taken advantage of the fact that I did some on the remaining wood piles, which aren't buildings. At least as far as the game is concerned, they're not buildings. Before I forget to save the wood fort, we're going to put another gathering post here. So that when it's time to swap over to the coal thumper for coal production, we can just straight up swap immediately. And I was complaining that we had a lot of unemployment before, and I've apparently done sufficient work to solve a lot of the unemployment in the last 10 minutes or so. I say that, and I've just generated more unemployment. So that building has no need for workers anymore. Who's sick there? All your workers are sick, okay. Let's pause for a moment. Let's try to solve the sick workers. Let's send all, dispatch all you, and we'll send you new workers. Anyway, that'll get most of those work. Okay, so we'll get plenty of wood, or get plenty of metal that way. We just received a big wood delivery, so the scouts just came back with a bunch of wood. So I've got unemployment back again, and we've got an abundance of wood. So probably what I should do is either got to be more food or it's got to be more research. So I'm going to go more research. I'm going to expand the research production. Because technically I've got a worker shortage, sort of. But I've got an engineer surplus. Let's get the engineers being a little bit more efficient. Okay, the number of sick people who are not in treatment appears to be going down, which is good. So we got all the level 2 research is done. And also that last research was plus 10% treatment speed, so the treatment should be going faster. Got a spare steam core, but we don't need it right now. Which is a good place to be in, I suppose. We got guys gathering coal over there. We're probably less surplus on coal now. No, still surplus on coal. Gathering posts are surprisingly efficient. Oh, we're bouncing off the cooked food cap. That's what's happening. Actually, if we're bouncing off the cooked food cap, let's try to get these patients treated by distributing extra rations to all the patients. Remember, we can do extend shifts on these workshops. We got our automaton coming. So people getting starting to see the warning signs that something didn't go right at the other city. As the paranoia sets in. Okay, so we've caught up to the number of sick people. Oh, we had our first amputee. Okay. Yeah, we'll do something about it. I'll sign the Care House law. And we'll start building up the second neighborhood. And I'm gonna build. Hopefully that works. And then healthcare, care house. One, two, three, four. Yes, that should count. And we'll probably try to get that amputee working again by getting prosthetics going real quick. As soon as this tech's done, we could start researching the factory. Because with the factory, we can get that guy a prosthesis, so he doesn't commit suicide. Because if we can, we'd like to keep the deaths to a minimum. And we haven't had anyone die yet, and it would be nice if we could keep that at constant. Factory Machine 2. Flying Hunters is very tempting, but we're not going to go for that right away because I want to grab that factory for the prosthesis right away. And is there anything we really want to build? No, I think we're ahead of the run right now. There may be an argument for picking up storage, so I can start preemptively storing things. Is there any place where I can free up some more workers? The answer is yeah, I can probably do that. Free up the workers. That should be fine. So we got 4 free workers and 7 free engineers. We're good on the loss, so I'm gonna go ahead and trigger Winterhome. We'll have answers soon about how badly things went at Winterhome. I suppose if you haven't been spoiled by this point what happened at Winterhome, Winterhome did not go well. Did not go well at all. Heaters. More flying hunters. Let's do hunting tactics so we can save the workers, and then we can just build more if we need to build more. And then we can build that factory. Can I sneak it in here and keep it warm? Yes. So we'll build a factory there. Oh yeah, finally caught up with the sick people. Just in time for them all to get pissed off about what we're about to find in Winterhome. So the right will be filled with healthy people and not sick people.
Finish your labors, people. The work day is up.
I suppose I can just turn off the extended shift there because we've got plenty of call for the moment. We'll turn it on production a bit. I'll be fine. Okay, it's not freed up. 5 workers per hunter hunt. Didn't increase production, but that's what the flying hunters is for. Oh, we will do extended time on this. So we can get that guy his prosthetic early in the morning. Queuing up a spare in case someone else has an unfortunate accident. Yeah, food's looking good. We got 4 hunters hunts making food, which is probably enough. Is enough, yeah. Doesn't make sense. What would be 2 to 4 or 2 to 6? So do I want to reduce it by 50%? Do I have enough to reduce it by 50%? No. No, I don't. Almost have enough, but I don't. I have to have one more hut. So once we get the hunter set upgrade, I think we'll have enough, and we can go back to normal food instead of sawdust burgers. Which that will also help with keeping our guys nice and healthy. Is the night sick come in? Explore Winterhome, and we find that we are on our own. And here starts the panic, right? So they'll sort of huddle around the generator, panicking. I'm going to skip over that cutscene. Yeah, so they're complaining, oh, they're all dead. There is a scenario which you play as Winterhome, so spoiler alert for maybe playing Winterhome. They may not all be dead, but all the people at Winterhome are dead, because I think the generator explodes. Memory serves. I'm going to try to keep this deathless. One of the very powerful abilities you can get in Faith will kill a person, but it's very powerful in that it helps you keep people alive with very unskilled workforce. But as a side effect, it will kill exactly one person directly by event. So I'm going to go with Order. Because then, as long as I'm... Well, nothing in Order necessarily kills anyone. So we're going to go in Order so that we don't have to worry about killing anyone.
Hear me. New law in the city.
And the guy who has... Is that him receiving... No, that was him rewarding me for having a care home from Stan. He's about to get a prosthetic, so he's in theory about to reward me for giving him a prosthetic as well. I did not leave any space for my watchtower. It is probably warm enough that I can temporarily kick someone out and move them around, so we're going to go ahead and pick one of our houses here, and this house. This house is going poof, so we can have a watchtower. It's going to be moved over to the other generator, or the other steam hub. Our convoy has people. Bring the people home. We have desires for more workers. Yeah, go explore the coal mine. The unconvinced want to leave, which is why we gotta convince them that this is a happy, healthy place. The healthy component might be a bit debatable, but the happy place will hopefully not be debatable. So we're going to man 2 watchtowers, which should drive up the hope a bit. We got 1 explorer going to the coal mine, 1 explorer coming back with more people. How many people are they bringing back? They're bringing back 45 more people. So that would be 4 more houses that we need to build. One, 2, 3, and 4. And there goes our Hope Horizon.
Get to work. Move, people. There's plenty to do.
About halfway through researching those flying hunters, in which case I'll upgrade the flying hunters to generate more food. At which point we'll stop making the sawdust mill and we'll swap over to the normal mill. Probably around about then is when I'll contemplate picking up the technology for more storage, so we can start to preemptively stockpile stuff. Yeah, let's go for the resource depot upgrade. Oh, in theory I was already able to store stuff, was I? Was I just being dense? Yeah, I could have already built resource depots, okay. Whoops. We didn't necessarily need to do that anyway. Okay. The other thing we do is food. We can now upgrade these. Just start upgrading these. They cost 40 steel each. Okay, so I need to raise steel production then. The steel production costs steel. No. Steel production only costs wood, so we can do that pretty easily. So we'll do that. We'll get you expanded. And obviously we'll only be able to upgrade 1 flying hunter tonight, because we only have the steel for 1. And our automaton has arrived. I'm going to assign the automaton to making coal at the coal thumper. I mean, Automaton has decided it's going to go build somewhere. I'd prefer if it didn't do that. There we go. Oh, no, no coal to gather there. Okay. So we'll start gathering coal at the coal thumper. Resource depot upgrade. Upgrade is upgraded. The gathering posts are going to be near the Steam Hub range, so I don't need to upgrade those right away. What's the temperature? Okay, the temperature is about to go down, so let's go for generator power so we can just power up all the generator sites, which heats most of the jobs at this point. Except for the steelworks. And it might be tempting enough to toss another hub over near the steelworks to keep them warm. Yeah, I'll do that. Maybe not optimal, but it'll work. We got enough coal coming in, so it's not a problem. Oh, and we probably have enough coal for the moment. Let's check coal production. Yeah, we got enough coal. Enough coal coming in, we don't need to worry about it. We are getting enough food. Because one of the one we're upgrading isn't built yet. We're getting enough food to feed everyone, but we're not getting enough to drop yet to the sort of better original quality food. Only take the stored coal. So now we can have the outpost for wood, the outpost for coal. Do we want to send you home? Yeah, let's send you home just in case there's something bad at a future place. Because you do have some useful stuff. You've got like 3 steam cores. We'd like those steam cores to be used for stuff. You're back. We'll send you out to the Freshwater Springs. And yeah, I do know I'm playing a little bit non-optimally. I think optimal for traveling the scouts is to send them out to some place they've already been. That's as close as you can get to the thing, and then send them to where you want them. You actually build those prosthetics in the end? Haven't signed the prosthetic law yet. That's why the prosthetics haven't been deployed yet. We've made them, we just haven't allowed anyone to use them because that makes sense, right? Okay, and we're waiting for steel. We got a steel shortage. Steel is what we are short on. And also need that for the resource depots as well, so. We don't have hope high enough yet, so the number of Londoners goes up instead of down. That shouldn't be a problem in the long run.
Brace yourselves. Cold is coming.
So it's getting colder. How's the temperature we're looking at the work sites? So this is fine. We wouldn't want them getting any colder. Oh, I'm surprised it is warming up again in 2 days. I would have expected it to stay cold, not get warmer. Generator power. Which I'll have to immediately tell it not to use because we don't... Well... Yeah, we don't really need it, and it will be a waste of coal right now. Yeah, let's get the scouts going faster because we got a iron shortage, and I don't want to spend. Yeah, so what that's saying is at least with our current, because we got workers in treatment. Let's see if we dismiss the treatment workers and try replacing them. If we yet? Is it complaining about running out of fuel now? Yeah, okay. So we're not efficient enough to operate on steam level 2, except in emergencies right now with our coal production. And we don't need, it's not an emergency, so we're not going to operate in steam level 2. Next law will be the prosthesis law, so this guy can get back to work. Latest count sleds will be next. Let's go ahead and upgrade the next hunter set. I think the next science will take a little bit of steel. So we could go infirmary to treat our people more efficiently. So as one solution to the steel issue is to upgrade the steel works. Either that or heaters. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, let's grab heaters, because the one place that I'll probably want to warm up next is actually the workshops, because they're the only things not in the heat zone. So I'll prep for having to heat the workshops. Nope, I didn't want purpose. I wanted adaptation, so we can get prosthetics. So the one guy who has a prosthetic can put it on.
Law. A new law has passed. Workday ends. It's final.
I suppose that's what we can do now, is we can go ahead and grab efficiency, for fuel efficiency. Because that would probably allow me to operate the Hunter's Hut. Yeah, or not the, operate the generator at power level 2. Which we will want to be doing constantly eventually anyway, so makes sense to prep for that. Because it's the whole city's colder by a temperature degree, we're just about keeping up with where we want our warmth to be. Oh, we don't need to heat the watchtowers. There's not a button on the watchtower like there is on the prayer post.
Work time. Get back to work.
So that's the iron we need for the last hunter's hunt. We're full in food, so I'm going to swap over to standard meals, and we're going to slow down our food production a little bit in exchange for getting reducing the sickness from it, which may help us not have a backlog of sick people. Actually contemplating why have you not gone and got your prosthetic? We don't need improved heaters yet. I suppose we can go with coal thumpers. Now let's go coal thumpers. That's another way to make more coal. Yeah, let's go coal thumper. Coal thumper and put another pair of gathering posts down, and that'll allow us to out consume our needs, or produce our needs. We're not making any coal. Why are we making no coal? we're making our call because you have you have all the coal you need. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's turn up the temperature. I think we can get away with it by turning it up. So we'll turn the temperature up. That should give us an idea of what our consumption is, maybe? Maybe. So there's the steam thumper. We can't upgrade the wall drill. I will go ahead and upgrade the steel works. Okay, so it hasn't updated the daily gain correctly yet, but yeah, we should have... If anything, we have way too much coal production again. I think we have enough for, like, steam level 4 now. Now our scouts got where they're going. I found some people. Yes, take them home. So we need houses for another 30 people. And we'll leave that little bit right there, because it's getting in the way. Temporary settlement, a memory of injustice, oh dear. Center of the settlement is marked with an upright boulder. On its roughly planned face is someone child's following. May God forgive the genius who sacrificed human lives in the name of progress, for we can't. More housing for when people arrive. It's warming up, and if it's definitely warming up, we definitely should go down the steam level. Just to conserve on fuel, which we can... Well, we probably have too much labor in some areas anyway, so we should probably start stockpiling the coal. It's probably the long-term plan there. What's the food situation looking like now that I'm on? Just barely enough. So I probably want to build one more hunter's hut. And we'll start stockpiling food, wood, coal, and steel, and that sort of stuff. So there's the steel works. What do I want to work for next? Gathering post. Do coal mine would be an option. Army would be an option. Yeah, let's go improve heaters. So we can keep the current work sites warmer. The steel mines, I think mainly are being limited by steel, so we need to actually get steel from the steel mines to improve the steel mines. No, I'm not addressing that.
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
Yeah, we'll take the exiles in. Bunch more workers coming in. And one more piece of steel, please. Thank you. Can I recover workers from some place to send into this worksite? The answer is that steel mill will work. So I think it's time to go into mechanical calculators, which is the next tier of construction, or next tier of research. Because we don't really need the infirmary right now. We will... No, actually, we'll go for it then. Because we'll get that going faster, because we don't need as much steel for it. We need to remember to save up some steel for the next tier. What are you complaining about? They're complaining about our low hope, so we need to solve the hope problem. Which, in our case, is mostly going to be dealt with through laws. And not doing things that make people lose hope. Well, hunters come back with their food.
The work shift starts.
Next log comes in. We're going to do another purpose. Foreman's efficiency. I think we're productive enough as it is, so we're going to go upgrade the watch to the guard stations. Which will force me to upgrade the watch to guard stations.
New law in the city.
Which we can do pretty easily. And we're saving up steel. So we had housing problems. Oh, we do have housing problems. Let's quickly build those houses. We need 6 houses. One there, one there, one there, one there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Like so. Farmer researched. Do we have... We'll shortly have the 50 we need, so we'll let it pass a little bit more to grab mechanical calculators. I think there is probably a good place to take a break on YouTube. I'm going to take a quick short break on Twitch as well. I'm going to leave the stream going, but I'm going to take a quick stretch So catch you all guys a little bit in a little bit. YouTube, the next video should come up the following day. On Twitch, there'll be a short break and then I'll be back. So catch you both in a bit.